Yo, salute to everybody out there watching this. This is Heritage Hip Hop. This is the Hello Effect podcast. This is the mixtape show. We are the Mic Council live every Sunday, 8 p.m. Hello.
Hello, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? We outside every Sunday. The Mic Council, and thank everybody that been tapping and been joining every Sunday, man. It will not stop. You get me? Hello?
Hello. That's
What's
right.
good?
But before I get to all that, thank you for subscribing to our pages. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, which means my numbers have been going up. How's your numbers going?
I ain't gonna lie, I just hit 610. So you know what I mean? Every subscriber count. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been growing every month, you know what I mean? But I'm happy I hit this 600 mark. I'm just trying to get to the 1,000. That 5,000 gonna come, but let me get to that 1,000 real quick. Then we gonna talk about that 5,000.
We want 5,000.
Word.
Yeah, you want the 5.
That's a fact.
Shout out to the mixtape shows. I know his page is growing, which means we're doing our thing, and we thank you for helping us grow to these spectacular numbers. Right now, hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button to help not only the algorithm know that we're here, but to show that you're here as well. Also, besides being on the road to 5,000, we're on the road to greatness, and with y'all here with us, we know it's a goal that will be met very soon. Seek, man, anything you want to catch the people up on before we get to our topics?
I just want to say, man, once again, thanks for the love and support, man. People don't understand what that means. You know what I mean? We might not be where we want to be at, you know what I mean? But we put on a great show. Like, you know what I mean? Sooner or later, the masses is going to see it because we all collectively doing our own thing. And when we all three get together, we create something so special. So even though some people ain't caught on yet, but I feel like our consistency that we do personally for our own brands and when we come together is going to make that even come sooner. So thank you again for everybody that been tapping in, yo.
Exactly. So right about now, we're going to get into our first topic. I tried to find a good dope graphic for it, and nobody has one. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's media is garbage, y'all. They don't have good graphics for anything. But we're gonna shout out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the inductee class of 2026. 2026 has some great artists and it has a lot of hip hop in it as well. Do you know everybody going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, by the way?
No, I know a few, like, I mean, of course, Queen Latifah, you know what I mean? And who else? It was a bunch of other people. I can't think on the top of my head right now, but I mean, shout out to Queen Latifah, Big Jersey.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame had different categories. So I looked it up.
Don't either.
And their graphics are trash. Shout out to Pop for that. So the performer category goes to Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, Joy Division, New Order, Oasis, Sade, Luther Vandross, and Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah, Sade. I forgot about Sade. Yeah.
The Early Influence Award goes to Celia Cruz, Fela Kuti, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, and Graham Parsons. The Musical Excellence Award is Linda Creed, Arif Mardin, Jimmy Miller, and Rick Rubin. Another hip hop name.
Okay, Rick Rubin. Shout out to Rick Rubin.
The Ahmet Ertegun Award non-performer goes to Ed Sullivan. He had the show. And there you go. I mean, that's the class. They have performers, early influence, musical excellence, and a dedication award to a non-performer. Now, in seeing that, what do you think of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted hip hop artists? How do you feel about that?
I was kind of, to be honest with you, I was kind of confused about that whole thing. I'm always confused about the award things and stuff like that. I remember I talked to you offline. I'm like, yo, who decide these things? Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's what I really want to know. I want to get depth into it. But why hip hop just can't have their own thing? Like their own Hall of Fame? Like why we always gotta ride waves on the back of other people? You know what I mean? If we got our own thing and our own thing is powerful, and they say hip hop has a little piece of everything, every art form. So why we don't just have our own thing? That's how I feel about it.
I can agree, but hip hop is a part of rock and roll because even if you think of early hip hop, it had rock and roll music in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I believe the rock and roll part, rock and roll, hip and hop, you know, it may not be the same genre per se, but they all had the same musical roots, and they both black music. So
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, what do y'all think out there? Do y'all think hip hop should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Especially when you have people like Gene Simmons from Kiss always saying that hip hop should not be included. Chris Jericho, the wrestler who has the group Fozzy, he says hip hop should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should only have rock and roll people. That's it.
Yeah,
Kinda-
everybody should have their own Hall of Fame. R&B should have its own Hall of Fame. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I get it too, because it probably takes too much resources. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we could just put everything in one thing, it'd be good. That's what I'm assuming, but I'm just guessing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what was the controversial part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it wasn't hip hop related. The controversial thing was Phil Collins got in as the performer, and New Edition didn't. Even when New Edition won the fan vote to put them in, they decided to put Phil Collins in and take New Edition out. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so that goes back to what I just said. Who's in charge of this? Like, you know what I mean? Are they people that has like some type of music influence, or these are just people that went to college and study music? Like, who rates these things, and who make these decisions? Do you know?
No, because to me it sounds like a race thing. And I don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
make
what I'm trying to
everything
say.
racial. I don't want to do that, but it does seem like
Man, low
Wu
key,
Tang
it be
got
that.
in, but New Edition can't get in because there's too many black groups. Let's put Phil Collins in. I'm like, come on, yo, that just sounds weird. And New Edition won the fan vote. And even Method Man said after this whole thing, he's happy Wu Tang got in, but he wanted to go in with New Edition because he looked up to New Edition. So he wanted to celebrate his idols on stage. He wanted to celebrate with them. He said, my brothers didn't get in with me. And that's messed up. So it makes me think about your question. Should we have two hip-hop museums? Why don't we have a hip-hop Hall of Fame? So
Yeah,
let's
that's
have
a
some
great
fun
question.
tonight. Let's have some fun tonight. Hip-hop Hall of Fame. Who would you put in the Hip-Hop Hall of Fame and why?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot. But if I could think off, because I heard his music recently, DMX, yo, DMX, like when he first came out, like he was so hungry. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know who the hell where he came from. I didn't even know where Yonkers was from. You know what I mean? Other than, I mean, Mary J. Blige, but I wasn't that type of person that was looking up, damn, where Mary J. Blige from. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like he just was him. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And he made stuff that we could relate to. And also, he was multi-talented. He was a great ass actor. People don't talk about how great DMX of an actor he was. Like, you understand? And that shit was all natural. So I think those key talent things and stuff like that, and just the longevity, even when he had like battled the drugs and all that other stuff, he still came back and still was who he was, DMX. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it differently.
And you can talk about record sales too if you want to talk about that too, because he did sell records.
Yes,
Like, so we can't.
I'm gonna talk about hip-hop a little differently. Because if we had a hip-hop Hall of Fame, right? You would have to include great dancers,
Yeah.
great
Oh yeah.
artists, great rappers, producers, and DJs.
That'd be fire though.
You would have to put in entrepreneurs. You would have to put in radio, clothing. It would be so much that I think the reason why we don't have a hip hop Hall of Fame is because nobody financially backs it. And who will own it? Because if black folks don't even own the hip hop music, who's gonna own the hip hop Hall of Fame? A lot of these so-called artists that got all this big money that talk, I got this, I could buy this, I got buy this. Them niggas is lazy. Fuck them. They are full of shit. They're not putting their money together to do this, yo.
You had me think of something, yo. Like
What
when
you
you
think
was saying that, when you was like, yo, damn, yo, we don't even own music. So like, it's like, yo, how can someone give birth to hip hop or create it and then own it? And I'm talking about Afrika Bambaataa. Like, why he never got that?
Because he didn't create it.
Trademark. Okay.
He didn't create it. Erykah Bambaataa is part of the Zulu Nation, and they were the
So
ones
who created it then?
It is agreed upon that in 1973, like I said, I didn't say it's a fact. It's agreed upon. It's agreed upon because there was 3 different dates. Agreed upon once again that in 1973 in August, Cindy Campbell and her brother Clive Campbell was putting together a party in that basement that I happened to go to and stand where that DJ Boofer sound stood is the birthplace of the beginning of hip hop. Kool Herc on the ones and twos. So that's
what basement?
Agreed upon 56. I forgot. It's on Cedric Avenue. I gotta find the address.
Hold up. So Campbell and his sister.
Clive Campbell and his sister Cindy Campbell. Yes.
So they supposed to be the created hip hop.
That's the birthplace of hip hop.
So why they ain't own it then? If you create something and why you ain't trademark it?
1520 Cedric Avenue, Bronx, New York. I'll take you there if you want to go.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah,
I want to know why they ain't trademark it.
Because they didn't have the knowledge of it back then. And when hip hop was starting to get big, people didn't think about the money. They were trying to be heard because, once again, the most successful weapon used against people of color in this country is poverty. So whenever we make anything, the people who have the money say, yeah, we'll help you and back it. Then they do all the business stuff that we don't know about, like trademarking, publishing, rights, and things like that. Because I'm going to keep it real. Did you know
I think we do know about it. I think we know about it. The people that knew about it was gatekeepers.
Nah, I can't say we did, because guess what? Did you know a person who's a Caucasian and owns a drug company owns the word Juneteenth?
Nah.
Yeah, because nobody thinks about, it's our celebration. We celebrating. Nobody thinks about the business side of it. So our people don't think about trademarking and stuff like that. We're happy to be alive and to do our thing. It's when it comes to the business.
Don't use the name.
How messed up it is.
If somebody else own it, call that shit something else. We trendsetters. The black people are trendsetters. Like, and we don't want to rock with that. Oh, he on that. We ain't calling that shit Juneteenth anymore.
You know the problem with us as trendsetters? A lot of people trend set, and a lot of more people follow the trend. Because I'm gonna keep it real.
That's true.
Jesse Jackson died recently, right? And I'm not gonna disrespect Jesse Jackson. I don't fuck with him personally, but I'll never disrespect him. And Jesse Jackson started African American, and a lot of people were not fucking with African American the title. And guess what? People just went with it, and because he ran for government offices, people ran with it to back him. Now, when it comes to our thing, it's a lot of things that we start, but if people don't put the backing, or we have the so-called celebrities who got all this money and they don't back it, then what are we doing? You hear more about jail reform than you do about cultural reform or cultural ownership. The poverty, the disenfranchisement, the struggle, the pain, that's what makes people money. Not the celebration, not the story, not the uniqueness. And that's the messed up part. Because I believe we don't have a hip hop hall of fame because half these so-called coon folks that's out here with all this money that say, I could buy these cars, I could get this jewelry, I got this many girls, I could do this, I could do this. They talk all that and talk, but they have nothing to show for it but being the bully coon that puts other people down to make themselves feel better so they can stand in a room full of Caucasian folks that don't look like them that try to act like they did something special for everybody else. I ain't with that shit.
No, I get you. I understand that. I mean, you're right. You're right. But like I said, we still can't. I feel like just because the people that has the resources and has the so-called the money and the power ain't doing anything, we still got to do what we got to do far as like when it comes to our communities. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the president ain't doing shit. The mayor got to do something. If the mayor do shit, the people, the council, the fucking activists, everybody got to do something.
You know what's deep? People would still argue when it comes back to the Hall of Fame. People would still argue about who deserves to go in. Y'all don't even choose because you have nothing to put them in. Y'all are trash out here that argue this stuff. That's why I hate these lists. I hate who's better, Jay-Z or Nas. I'll do it for conversation, but I don't really care to talk about who's better. I appreciate the music. Like if somebody said who's better, Jay-Z and Nas, I'm like, all right, what songs are we putting up against each other? All right, is there a live performance that you wanted to put up? Is there a mark when this thing happened? Is there a mark when this thing happened that you want to relate to? No, if it's just Jay on Rock Nation. No, Nas on it. Not Jay. Nas beat Jay with a casino. That has nothing to do with music.
Hell no. Hey yo,
That's
listen.
corny.
Somebody asked me earlier this year, you know what I mean, who I choose, Jay-Z or Nas. And I don't think they was just talking about just the lyrics, they talking about everything. Well, I told them that when I was younger, I chose Jay-Z, but now that I'm an older person, I choose Nas, you know what I mean? Because I appreciate the message and I understand it now. You know what I mean? I think you got to be a certain person or a certain age or in a certain space to understand Nas, you know what I mean? Appreciate his message, you know what I mean? What he trying to get to you. Because even Jay-Z, when he did something, what you trying to kick knowledge? Yes. That's the whole point. When we young, we ain't trying to hear that shit, you know what I mean? That's why I said, like, like right now, to me, I feel like Nas is a better lyricist, a better person when it comes to substance, and a better business person when it comes to it. Just because he's not like in the limelight like Jay-Z. Oh yeah, we doing with Jay-Z, but Nas is a great businessman. You know what I mean? Like he was early on with Lyft. He was early on, I think, with Uber and with the the door camera. What's that joint called? The ring camera. I mean the ring light, whatever it's called, ring camera. Yeah, that. So I choose Nas when it comes to the person that I identify myself or want to represent the community. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I feel like he's more touched to the people, and I feel like Jay-Z, he's far away from the people. You know what I mean? You on mute.
Thank you. I'll just say,
Yeah.
why can't we just appreciate both? Why do I always? And you know what? This has been going on in our history for decades. Who you like, the Temptations or the Four Tops? Who do you like, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder? Who do you like, Michael Jackson, the Prince? We always always like
it's competitive. That's why they got to put they use hip hop as it's like how sports are. You know what I mean? It's competitive. They want somebody to be a great, but I feel like we got two different styles. We could both be great. You know what I mean? But if we talking about the same stuff, like you know what I mean, like shoot 'em up, bang bang. Yeah, we could say who's better than that person because we delivering the same message. Nas and Jay-Z, they talking about two different things.
Oh, y'all niggas trash. I don't care about none of that. No, I'm past that because when you get to a certain age, it's like why the hell do we have to fight about this stuff?
I feel you. I understand.
No, because then that gets to the next point, and the next point is for us to have a Hall of Fame. What are the metrics? How do we figure this shit out? Not only how do we figure this out?
Use the same system that they using for the Rock Hall of Fame.
I would never. Because we don't even know who the hell's picking it. I would never. And then when you got people like Kumo D, shout out to Kumo D. Kumo D actually wrote a book and showed his metric on how he grades the top MCs. I like that. And I think that's very interesting because if we had a hip hop Hall of Fame, we need a groundbreaking trendsetter from the East, the West, the South, everywhere to sit at a round table and put it together because hip hop culture is so big that if you put New York in there only, everybody gonna get mad because it's only New York. It's New York bias, right?
That's facts.
If you only put certain people from the West Coast, the South, gonna be like, nah, what about us? We contributed. All these people want their laps wet with spit. And I'm not beat for it. I'm really on how do we get this thing done correctly? So I want to ask you, if you have 5 people you would put in your Hall of Fame to start it off, who would you put into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame?
All right, so of course I'm gonna have to go with Nas. I'm gonna have to go with DMX. Tupac. Who else? Big Daddy Kane. I mean, not Big Daddy Kane, my bad. Kool G Rap. And I ain't gonna lie, that's my 4 right there. You know what I mean? I'm picking that because all the people that I named, I appreciate it. Like Kool G Rap, he just was a Rakim, my bad. And Rakim. There you go. I'm putting Rakim, Cool G Rap, DMX. You know what I mean, and the other two I said in there.
Okay. Mine's
And
a little
yeah,
different. Mine's a little different. I'm not starting off with all rappers. I'm gonna put Sylvia Robinson in a Sugar Hill record.
okay.
I'll put her in. Of course, I'll put in a Founders Award for like Cool Herc, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would put Easy E in. I think he's to me, and I'm not the
Hold on,
the
hold on. I
Republican.
want to hear why you gonna put Easy in, even because I'm gonna tell you why I got a problem with that.
Okay, I would put Easy E in because number one, if it wasn't for Easy E, there would not have been the movement of the West Coast that makes it what it is today. His DNA and blueprint is all over West Coast hip hop. Because if it wasn't for Easy E and Ruthless Records, there would be no Street Knowledge, Lynch Mob, Death Row, Aftermath, whatever. All that comes from him. Even knowing that Pac one time was about to sign a Ruthless Records, that Bone Thugs was there, that Warren G and Nate Dogg and Snoop almost signed at Ruthless Records. Ruthless Records was the number one thing that ran an entire coast, a region itself. So I would put Easy E in there. The only person I would put next to Easy E on that level is Luther Campbell and what he did for Florida. And
Oh yeah,
2 Live Crew and all that. You get Rick Ross from there, you get Trina, you get Po Boy and Jackie O, all that come from him. So those are pioneers I would put in there, like Sylvia Robinson, Easy E, damn, Luther Campbell, Jay Prince. Those are the people I would put in there from on that level. As far as anything outside of that, Ralph McDaniel's going in there because he's the king of hip hop media.
oh yeah, for sure.
A media person has to go in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's how I would start it off. Ernie Piccoli, because he took pictures. I'm talking wow.
DJ Red Alert.
Yeah, I'm like Dez. Shout out to DJ K Slay. Graffiti wrote in the right name, Dez. Come on. Like it's so much we can take into it that I don't want to start with rappers because back in the day, rappers were seen as corny ass niggas. Nobody wanted to mess with them. The streets was running it. You had to be special to have a street dude co-sign you if you was a rapper because rappers were always seen as corny. But the culture was about more than rapping. It was the DJ. It was the dancer. And then if I really wanted to get funky with it, when I talk about pioneers, we talk about Grandmaster Flash and all them. What about Grandmaster Flowers? The person who came before them, who used to play in the parks in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
that's
a
true.
lot of names, and
that's a lot.
That's why I think a hip hop museum and a hip hop Hall of Fame is important because, for one, not only is it Black culture, but it would shine a light to how serious our culture is and how important it is when you take it seriously. And I had this coon crap going where people is shaking their butts on stage because they don't remember their lyrics, or people talk about killing each other all day, and that's supposed to be the music. I'm gonna keep it real. I love that my grandson loves Tribe Called Quest. I love that he rap Can I Kick It. I love my boy. Shout out to my boy Dan McNeil. His son can rap children's stories, Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all music today is bad or whatever, but I like when we share our culture with the young ones, and the young ones can gravitate it and appreciate it, but still do their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That means a lot to me. You know what I mean? But I mean,
but why? Let me ask you a question. Easy E, I had a little problem with Easy E because
talk to me about Easy E.
You said he was a reason why a lot of them people, because he took the deal and stuff like that, but they wrote his records for him. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So it was more important to him as they was to him.
Not true.
How was it?
Because you're thinking about
rap this way. They
okay,
told you how the cadence and say it like this or
okay.
do it like this. We seen a movie.
Okay, so who put the money up for all that to happen?
Because he was a drug dealer. That's why. You got the money. You're the investor.
But guess what he did? He put his money up. And without that money, it would never happen.
What if the record didn't work? What if the record didn't work?
Well, then,
because he wasn't a writer, he wasn't an artist, he was a drug dealer.
But at the end of the day, he did what he did. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. That doesn't even matter to me because
matter of fact, he's a popular drug dealer.
Hey, he went to the White House. Hey, I'm good with him. He does with other drug dealers. I'm good. But here's the thing though. If it wasn't for his money, then what? How many people did not die to the street life because he took his money and washed it the way the mafia washed their money with prohibition.
Nah, I get it. I understand.
I mean,
I just was wondering.
yeah, it's all good because you know what? As much as he did,
ghostwriting is frowned upon. It's always going to be, and I feel like they take points away from people like that. You know, don't look at them as. I mean, from the hip hop that I grew up on, it was like they didn't look at it like that. You know what I mean? So, but we're not putting in people in the Hall of Fame just because they skills. So I understand that. You know what I mean? It's different levels. So I just was trying to make that point. I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, because I mean, shit, we had ghostwriters in hip hop since hip hop first started, right?
Why they can't get their flowers though? Why they can't be in the Hall of Fame for writing these records? Why they got to be kept in a secret?
You don't know Grandmaster Caz?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I want to start knowing all the ghostwriters that ever wrote for anybody.
You got Caz, you got Nas, you got Jay, you got M, you got LL, you got Tretch, you got.
I ain't talking about the rappers. I'm talking about people you don't know that they're ghosts.
Oh, Quentin Miller?
Nah, he ain't the only ghost though.
You mean Non-Brigade?
He ain't the only ghost.
So do you mean Non-Brigade?
Non-Brigade. I just seen something. The funny thing about I sent it. Did I send that to y'all?
Maybe.
Yeah, about the Jay-Z song.
Yeah.
But somebody said they gave that to them. He gave that. They let Jay-Z have that.
Okay. I know they didn't let him. I know what he did was he recruited him on a writer's credit so they can get paid for it.
So he stole it. That's what I heard. I mean, Oskino said that. So I don't know. I don't know what he be saying.
Yeah, but Jay-Z gave him writer's credit, so they got paid for the song. Funny, but the song's not a single, so I don't know how much they got, but I'm glad they got something. That's dope that they got something.
I mean, hope they got a platinum plaque too.
Yeah, I hope so too, because they wrote it. They write it.
Yeah.
And if he won an award for the Blueprint, they supposed to get one
platinum.
Too.
Yeah, it won platinum.
No, forget the platinum. If he won an award for that album, they're supposed to get one too.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably did.
Isn't Jay-Z in the Hip Hop Writers Hall of Fame or Writers Hall of Fame or something?
So you could have somebody write for you and you could be in the Writers Hall of Fame?
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
Why you need to write in the first place? You write your own shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think? I saw a man say, an artist, hey, turn that down. I heard an artist say, you're supposed to allow an artist to get corny because that shows you the depth of their art. Because when they make something that you do like or you do not like, it's the bounce back that helps you appreciate the artist. That's what people don't appreciate with Nas. People think when you're an artist, you're also supposed to be at top. The thing that people love about Nas is Nas represents a part of the culture that was before money and yet after the unknown, just the regular, like popular people in the hood. And he's in the middle, and Nas was able to grow, fall off, and come back, and then come back again. And people don't understand that. So you know what? That's why I think us having a hip-hop Hall of Fame and a hip-hop museum, why it's important, because then we get those stories that tell us the importance of the culture and people that's within it. Because I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for Nas, and I don't care about all y'all, not Jay-Z, Nas, or whatever, Nasarites and whole Avengers. I don't care about none of that corny shit. Y'all whack. I will say this. The one thing about Nas that I think that people don't appreciate is the fact that when he took his L with the leaking of the double CD, and he really wanted to leave rap because he was depressed over his mom's death. Yeah, Jay-Z dissed him and he came back, but Nas kept going, and Nas worked through the kinks. And everything people complain about Nas, you can say that again about other so-called greats that people got, and Nas led the way for that generation. And when I grew up in, to stay in conversation. So I'm gonna leave it right there. What do y'all think about this conversation? Leave your comments in the chat. Matter of fact, join us and become part of the conversation by joining the chat. Am I correct or am I wrong? You tell us. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact.
But I don't even think most of the people out today deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. This would be the ass era of in the Hall of Fame. This would be the people who just rap just because. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody hopped on that wave. You know what I mean? Make a hot song, make a trendy song real quick. You know what I mean? They wasn't thinking really about longevity. And speaking of one person, like I don't know why people still trying to promote her. Like, man, I ain't knocking nobody for who they want to like or follow, but I'm talking about Sexy Red. I mean, I think she either dropped the album or is dropping a album. You
She
know what I
dropped the
mean?
album.
And I'm like, ain't nobody talking about that shit. You had your run. You know what I mean? You capitalized off it, but you wasn't smart enough to really capitalize off it. Because if I was her, that ratchet shit would have came to an end. While I had everybody in, I'd have really put out some other shit. I'd have changed my whole shit up. You know what I mean? Because that ratchet shit, that shit got a time, they got an expiration date. People gotta understand that shit. And I think her people don't understand it. Just like Sukiana. That shit, how much more shit you gonna continue to talk about that we already heard? Like how many more freaky nasty shit, mama? Who you selling your music to? To men? If you selling it to me, ma, I'm good. You know what I mean? Go in the strip club. You know what I mean? Go let. I ain't gonna say a kid's probably watching it, but yeah.
Man, look, you can't blame the Down syndromic rapper. These motherfuckers got Down syndrome. They're weird. They are weird. Sexy Red is making her money with the WWE. All right.
Doing what?
She's doing the promos with them.
Oh.
And not only that, if it wasn't for Sauce Gardner, I would never, and him liking Sexy Red, I would never have seen her at the New York Jets MetLife Stadium events. So that's how she making her money. Sexy Red might be a wrestler. She might get on some creatine, do some push-ups, and be a wrestler. I don't know.
Nah, she got hanging that shit up, man. Go back to St. Louis and be a hairstylist. Like, you know what I mean? I'm done. I ain't gonna lie, yo. That type of female music, like them, we only need one or two of them, and that's it. We got that already. You know what I mean? We got the Cardi B and all that shit like that. We don't need none of that other shit. Like, I'm tired of them type of female artists. Like, to be honest with you, like I don't even listen to female rappers. I'd rather listen to female R&B artists, a bunch of them, than I listen to the fucking rap, because them, they ain't talking about nothing about shaking their ass and popping that shit and doing something for a dude that got money. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That shit trash, man. Shit trash.
Well, to each his own. It is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a place for it, but I don't have the ear for it. I'll just say that. I respect them. Like, you know, we Fleet DJs. Salute to the Fleet family. You know what I'm saying? Fleet DJ conference coming up in July.
Nah, but we got to give an honest review though. That at the end of the day, we the listeners, we the consumers. Like, if that shit ain't what it is, I'm not feeling sorry for nobody. I mean, if your shit ain't what it is, it's gonna be said. I forgot who I told this. I'm like, yo, I think it was Tretch. I'm like, yo, how do you separate like somebody giving you constructive criticism on your art and separate it from hate? Because, you know what I mean, some artists are thinking of it, now that shit trash, you saying is like you hating. Now that shit coming from a great place. That shit ain't it. I mean, you rush that. Go back to the studio, to the lab. You know what I mean? Or talk about something else. You can't be in the industry for 30 years. You still talking about the same story. Shit trash to me.
That's a great point, because that takes us to our next topic, which is about New Jersey artists and who's the next breakthrough artist, because New Jersey's still stuck in the 30-year cipher. Everybody's still living in the 90s, and that shit is gone. Gone.
Break that down though. Like, what you mean by living in the 90s? What they talking about, or like
all that, everything. Because when you think about New Jersey, the only people who people bring up is Queen Latifah, Trench, Naughty by Nature, Redman, the Fugees, Lauryn Hill mostly, and that's
and
it.
Wyclef. You gotta get Wyclef his flowers.
I don't talk about Wyclef music anymore. They talk about Wyclef in politics.
What about Akon?
But you're right.
Jersey?
The Fugees, who?
Ain't Akon from Jersey?
No.
I think Akon. He is. I think Akon from Jersey. He African, but I think he's from New Jersey.
I don't give a shit. Listen, one song. Nobody talk about Akon. Fuck Akon. One song?
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm gonna be transparent for anybody that's watching. The older people, I'm 41. We might talk about the Queen Latifahs and shit like that, but I'm talking about the younger generation. They talking about Albials. They talking about the Surf. They talking about the Fetty Waps. They talking about the Hard Lux. You know what I mean? And they out here making moves. Like, regardless of if we catch on to it, you know what I mean? I don't care, long as the state is moving with a newer generation. Because like you said, why should people still be talking about the legends. We're gonna talk about legends because they're legends. Let's talk about some people now. You know what I mean? And Albial, I don't know why he can't get over that hump because he's there in the industry. He in the industry, but I don't know why he can't get over that hump.
Bro. He said Akon is from Newark, from the Velsburg section. Hey.
Okay, see, told you.
I still don't care. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. You know why he can't get over that hump is because this is a new age in music where the superstar and the money and all that shit is gone. So now it's harder to break through, number one. And two, if you're an artist, you need a defining song for people to know you. Albial does not have a defining song. And I'm going to keep it, I'm going to shit on Albial neither. Because Albial is out there grinding. Salute to Albial. But Albial does not have that one breakthrough song that makes him the man. The only artist out of everybody,
he could though.
Wait. He don't though. Don't matter. He don't. And the one
I can help him though.
If
he looking, I can help him. I'm gonna tell you after you make your point.
That's fine. But the one artist that made that breakthrough was Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is the one that made that breakthrough song. The second person behind Fetty Wap that made a breakthrough song was Coi Leray. That's it.
I don't count from Jersey though. Like she from LA, man. It's like I don't know if people trying to come back to no. I know she's from New Jersey, but like I feel like people only using that now because of the fame and shit like that. Before she was coming her way up, I ain't never really rep that Jersey shit. But yeah, she made that. That's a crossover record. I get that. Fetty Wap, yes,
that's
but
it. But he had 2 crossover records. But he's a star and he did it. He pushed through.
What you consider a star though?
A star is somebody who not only is recognizable in your culture, but outside of it as well. Okay. A superstar is someone who shuts down different cultures.
Okay. He's not a superstar.
Megastar shuts down everything when they come out.
He's not a superstar. He's a star.
Who? Fetty Wap?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a star.
Now I'm asking. I'm asking. That's a question.
No, I think he's a superstar, to keep it real, because he can go to different genre shows, do his song, and the crowd will know his song.
Yeah, because that song went crazy, but I don't think he's a superstar. Like I feel like a superstar could sell out, could host their own tour. Like they could headline their own tour. That's why I feel like a superstar. A megastar could sell out arenas. Like
by themselves. By themselves. Exactly. Yes. So he's not that. Now, he's not a megastar.
I feel like he's a star, but he could have been a superstar, but that jail shit fucked him up. You can't get that time back. You cannot. They know that song, but it's like, yo, you ain't. From the stuff I hear, like I said, I love Fetty Wap because he's from New Jersey and he did make it. He broke through the industry, but the shit he putting out right now, nah, go back to the drawing boards, yo. I heard some of that album. That shit wasn't it, and that's coming from a great space. Like, go back, take your time. People already know who Fetty Wap is, right?
Yeah.
Take your time. You could grab all the produce you want to. They're gonna work with you. You fresh home. You the hot topic, but you do something out real quick. I guess to put money in your pocket, you gotta eat. You know what I mean? Kids got bills, I understand that, but still in all, it's your art. We're gonna judge you no matter what.
We got to give him a chance to fall off or come back, and that's what he's doing. But you know what? You know who's the biggest star outside of those two that's in Jersey that nobody talks about? Mac Hammy.
I don't know that person. No disrespect.
Griselda, Mac Hammy, HBO.
Oh yeah. I seen him once. Hold up. I seen him on TikTok. He's a brown skin dude, right?
The Haitian guy always with a flag over his face.
I don't know if the same dude, some dude from Jersey, and he was down with Griselda, and I mean with
Mac Hammy,
Benny the Butcher and junk like that. And I'm like, he from Jersey? He was nice.
Bellsburg. Mac Hammy sold a vinyl record for $5,000.
Damn.
That should tell you how serious Mac Hammy is, because he has his own niche and he's going. And because he has the Haitian thing behind him, it's even better for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's doing his thing. Besides Mac Hammy, Fetty Wap, and Coi Leray, there is nobody in Jersey that's on that level that's going there that people going to check for. Now, I
don't think they on that level no more. That's just me, yo. I feel like when we talk about it musically, like I don't see. I mean, Fetty Wap, he could potentially, because I already know he just got to get back in that bag. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So he could potentially make a big record. Like Coyle Ray, like I don't know. I don't see her as how you see her as far as when it comes to
If Coyle
Jersey.
Ray dropped a song right now, more people would check for it
Cause she
being
got the
it good or
kids.
not
She got the kids.
but exactly. So that's what she did. And when she did the Jersey Club joint, that made it even more popular for her. And she came to the hood and did it. So she touched the people. So as long as she brings something out hot and she keeps touching the people, she has a name. That's all it takes.
But she
That's
got a
all it
name from her
takes.
father too. With all that controversy. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
that's how I knew she was.
that's part of
Before
being a
that, I
star.
never knew her music. I knew her as being Trippie Redd girl. You know what I mean? There's a relationship. You know, I only knew that because Trippie Redd was that dude that had the red dreads and stuff like that.
Don't know him. Moving on.
Yes, you do. Google his song. You know.
I don't know him.
You know.
I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Google a song. Trippie Redd. Why we on? Like, go ahead.
I ain't gonna do it now because like we doing better shit. I ain't fucking with Trippie Redd. I'm good. I don't know him. I'll listen to it later.
You see how you said you don't know Trippie Redd? That's how I felt like with Coyle Ray before all that shit. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's Benzino's daughter. Benzino got a daughter?
Okay.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
I respect
Nasty Guy. What's the name of the song?
I don't remember.
All right, then. That's my point.
I don't remember.
That's my point.
I don't remember, yo. I don't. Cause I listen to so much music. I don't know, bro. I can't.
Best friend. I forgot the name of that shit.
Best friend.
It's like some kitty shit. I forgot that.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. I didn't know she had a Jersey Club joint and she had the joint that Busta Rhymes jumped on in the remix.
What's the name of it?
I don't remember that shit, bro.
Hey, Yana, throw that out of court. He don't know the name. He ain't got no evidence. We don't care, Yana.
All right. So I'm going back with Fetty Wap and Mac Hami then. Top two. And Lady London would be close fourth.
Nah, yo, Lady London. This what I'm trying to say. I know they from Jersey, but I don't be hearing them or seeing them nowhere. So I can't count them as
my point.
So I can't count them as them doing anything. This because they had a bunch of hot songs or had a song here and there. That's like a one-hit wonder type of thing. And I ain't disrespecting nobody because I ain't even got a hit. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't get a hit out there. So I can't even take nothing from them. But what I'm trying to say is I'm outside. I don't hear nothing. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I know who's shaking, who's moving outside because we see them and we hear them. These people, they from New Jersey, but like, where y'all at? How can we find y'all?
You can't because the game has changed. And one thing I tell everybody, there's lots of people with talent, but they're separated into two groups: hobbyists and artists. There's not a lot of artists in Jersey. There's a lot of people who just do music. There's people that I know that you know who are very credible when it comes to music. Shout out to Stress. I'm still waiting for the Fat Kanye album. Shout out to Freaka. I'm still waiting for his album. He came out with a single called Mr. Big Shot. All right. People know about Drift. Drift is in that.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Drift. I interviewed Drift.
That club bag. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ill City. They do their.
Shout out to Ill City. Shout out to Reek.
What's the damn thing they do? They do the reminiscent music where you hear something that's old, but they put their own twist on it. Cool. Shout out to Old 50 Boys. Shout out to Samaj Savage. Shout out to Jay Wonder. You got people, Gail Campbell, Lady London. Shout out to my man. Who's my man? Mega. It's Mega. Who's that? What's his name again? New Jersey Threat. Shout out to all of them. All of them. There's so many more.
But where they at though? Like where they doing shows at? I don't even see people active on social media to even, because you got to think about this, yo. Now that I see everybody that's really doing something is the same circle. Like even if we don't know each other, like when I'm in New York, yo, mostly everybody knows each other. Even if we don't know each other, if they don't know each other personally, that's the whole network. Why we not seeing? If I'm not seeing you, I mean, to me, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't trying to be outside. You ain't trying to be at these shows. You ain't trying to be at these events. And we talking about big events like Hot 97s, the 105.1s. You supposed to be at that if you're an artist. Fuck being in New Jersey. New York is right there. Philly is right there. Delaware is right there. Fucking DMV is right there. Upstate New York is right there. Fucking Staten Island, Long Island, all that shit. I don't see nobody nowhere from Jersey. Not even in New Jersey.
Well, I will tell you this. And I'm
I
gonna
mean,
keep it
shout out to
real
the
with you.
Respect the Mike. She be having people, but other than that,
Shout
I
out to
don't be
Tati
seeing
Nisha.
nobody.
But how about this? One reason that you don't see Jersey is Jersey is so hell bent on hurting each other that they don't realize that the enemy that they should be attacking is the ones that keep them hurting each other.
Mm.
Let me tell you something. Albie Al said it real good. He said New York hated on Jersey so much that they focused on Jersey and let Atlanta come in and take New York over.
Damn.
Now think about that. Now let's continue though. But think about all the people from New Jersey who had talent that got shitted on by people from New York. And then think about all the people from New Jersey that got talent that got shitted on by people from New Jersey.
Hold up. Let's be clear. We got to be talking about DJs, right?
No,
Because they
I'm
didn't want
talking
to play
about
the record.
everybody. No, I'm talking about everybody. Everybody. Let me tell you some real shit. I can't tell you everything I know. Y'all have to wait for the big interviews for that on Heritage Hip Hop and the Hello Effect podcast and the mixtape show. Our shows that our conglomerate that makes the Mic Council. Make sure if you're an artist and you have something that you want to drop that you come interview on Heritage Hip Hop, the Hello Effect podcast, and the mixtape show, because that builds your digital footprint and it gets more people to know you because it's 3 different fan bases that conglomerate into one. Yeah, cheap. But let me tell you something. Let's talk about New York first. You have artists that you have interviewed and others who said our management team kept us away from each other because Jersey was such a problem. They said if Jersey got together, they could not control Jersey because Jersey's too wild for them. Hint, hint, Newark, New Jersey. That's first. Second, there's many stories about New York artists coming to New Jersey and getting fucked up in them clubs. Sensation, Sir Richards, Peppermint, all that. If you have Netflix and you saw the Def Comedy Jam 25th anniversary, whatever it was, Cheryl Underwood, Melanie Camacho, and Adele Gibbons talked about Jersey and said if you couldn't make it, like people talk about the Apollo, they boo you off the stage.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Peppermint Lounge.
If you couldn't make it in the Peppermint, you was fucked up. Now take all that with Newark always beating people up and all that, because Newark had a thing about them not getting their shot and people coming out flossing in their faces. Wait a minute, I got more for you. You got artists that got on that told people if you sell crack and I sell crack and your crack better than mine, why would I put you on my block? Which means I'm not trying to help you get on because you better than me. Wait a minute, there's more. Yeah, I know some of this shit, y'all. And I'm telling you, when this shit really come out the way it's going to, don't look for me. I ain't saying shit. I'm gonna let the artists tell y'all what it is. No, I got more. Wait. Talk about New Jersey. Supposedly, there's a movement that was supposed to happen in New Jersey that got sabotaged by one of his own. And then that fucked up a lot of people who had credible talent. Now, who was that person? I can't tell you. I'll let that person tell you their story when it comes to that time. But I'll tell you this, there's one more thing I know. There's major players in New York hip hop that said, fuck New Jersey, and we're going to kill Jersey. And then we're going to go to their cities and do our shows, take their women, and then leave. And guess what? Y'all still sucking that man off to this day, talking about the greatest of all time. And I'm going to leave it like that.
Sound like Jay-Z to me.
I ain't say his name. You could say it.
Nah, you didn't. That's the first I said.
I ain't say it was Jay-Z, but I'm good. Because, I mean, look at the stories we got. Salute the Lord Finesse and Lords of the Underground having beef and then piecing it up. Salute the, there's so many people. Wu-Tang saying they watch Jersey, and Wu-Tang's whole movement mimicked a movement in New Jersey. Because Raekwon said we was watching Jersey to see how we should move on podcasts and documentaries and interviews and all that shit. But nobody goes, well, who's the people in Jersey he was following? Nobody talks about Kanye West living in North.
Word.
Nobody.
Word.
See,
nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Has done all this shit. And
that's my question I'd ask him. That's the question I ask him. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. New Jersey is in every single movement in hip hop. And I'm going to tell you this. The worst thing that happened in New Jersey is being next to New York. Because if New Jersey was out west like Cleveland or like Chicago, New Jersey would be even more respected than what it is, because we kept going to New York, busting their ass lyrically to the point where New York was like, yeah, we'll get on, but fuck that. But you even notice every New York crew got a Jersey nigga in it. And shout out to Rap A Lot because everybody talk about the Ghetto Boys and Scarface. The Ghetto Boys was a group that started from New Jersey, Trenton, and all that shit.
Oh yeah, word.
Come on, man. Look at check it out. We got Freaka, the real Freak. He said, I know who they were watching. I'll let him tell that story. He says, see, if only you knew the true history.
Shit, I want to know. And I mean, enlighten me, educate me. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't know about hip hop that I'm trying to learn.
I'll tell you this. Well, man, you can have them conversations, but I'll tell you this. Be careful meeting your heroes because you never know.
I don't got no heroes, to be honest with you. I'm my own hero.
I met mine. Shout out to Ralph McDaniels.
You know I respect a lot of people that came before me that paved the way. You know what I mean? That give me their art. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about everybody. Just because everybody's in the industry, you know what I mean? I respect your art. I respect you. You know what I mean? What you stand on, what you giving. You know what I mean? But the certain people, I respect them.
Yeah, man. So when it comes to New Jersey getting on or who's next to New Jersey, first, New Jersey got to get over its identity crisis and its hatred for itself. Then when that, because I heard Samaj Savage say, no, we coming together. We doing all this and doing all that. These niggas still, man, listen, let me tell you something, yo. And I respect all of them. No. I'm gonna tell you the realest thing. You know where our New York will always win?
What?
You know why Atlanta and the Bay and all of them will always win? What? Because whether a person's on or not, everybody comes out to the videos. And unity sells more than toughness. The hardest hip-hop videos I ever saw. Ever. I mean, they may not be the best videos, but the hardest hip-hop videos I ever saw was New York by Ja Rule, fucking Down with the King, Run DMC. I'll just stop right there. Because when you look at that, everybody's in the video. So why can't I get a video with Trace Sev, Big Seven, Samaj Savage, Double O, Drift, Chops? Why? And you know why I think we can't do it? Because people in New Jersey are stuck on, I'm a legend, that's not my era, or what have they done? Do they deserve the look? When nobody getting looks. So why are we trying to look good and follow the blueprint that's already dead and broken that other people don't follow? And the people from Jersey still trying to follow New York, where are they at right now? Come on, yo, let's be real. Everybody want to be Griselda. But if you really look at Griselda,
nah, they having problems.
Done is Griselda. That's it.
But they even having problems. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You just gotta you, be yourself. I put it like this, yo. Build with people that's gonna build with you. Like, it's a whole bunch of people in Jersey. Whoever don't want to build, find people that want to build, man. Like, it's so many people that got talent, but like I said, people still lacking the other part of it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And I think that's why people can't come along, because if I'm going hard promoting and you not, nah, fuck that. It ain't gonna go. If I'm putting out songs and you not, how we gonna go? Nah, we gotta all be on the same time, the same page.
So then that's the thing. That's my thing. Everybody buying weed and buying all types of shit, but nobody buys the services and things to help them get their shit right. So if y'all want to change and buck that trend, Heritage Hip Hop does SEO, GEO. We do music solution specializations. If you want to blog, anything like that to help build your digital footprint, you come to Heritage Hip Hop. If you want to interview, if you want somebody to help shoot your videos and make your production look good, you go to Seek at the Hello Effect Podcast. If you want some beats or someone who could put you on different playlists and mixtape, everything, then you go to Kawan for the mixtape show. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out here that have the talent, but they don't invest. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of shouting out people who don't shout me out. I shout out to people who shout me out. Shout out to Gail Campbell. Shout out to Oski. Shout out to Stress. If I missed your name, I apologize. But I've given people awards, and it was like, I never got an award before. I'm like, huh? Word? Okay. I've done award shows that people like, I want my award. I want mine. Why I ain't get it? Oh, don't ask me. Put your fucking work out there. Like,
that's a fact.
I'm keeping it
real
with you. We always, but see, that's the one thing about us. We always cape for the people who trying to make this music, but them motherfuckers don't cape for us. Now's my rant time. Thank you, see, because now's my time to shine. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. As artists, y'all drop the ball a whole fucking lot. Cause y'all talk about Jay-Z so much, right? Look what Jay-Z did when it came to Angie Martinez, which means he buckled himself down to one interview or one media thing, and he really did his best to blow her up and go to her for the exclusives. Y'all niggas don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Ralph McDaniel, shout out to Video Music Box. Now, Ralph shot videos. I give Ralph credit, and he played videos. But you know what? Whenever people had an album drop, they always went back to Ralph McDaniels to make sure they had the streets, and then they let their labels go take them to UMTV Raps and all them other places. Guess what y'all don't do? You know how many people I've interviewed on my show who dropped 4 or 5 albums and only came for that one album on my podcast? I guess they don't have nothing to talk about, or I can't talk to them about hip hop. Shit. Oh, and let's really get funky with it. Let's really get funky. You don't invest in themselves. They don't invest with us. They don't pay for beats. They don't pay for interviews. They don't do none of that shit. But they expect everybody to run after them where you ain't no better than nigga who just started. Come on, yo. Like, let's really be honest about this. Because there are people out there that's really fucking incredible, but they cheat themselves and they cheat the culture by not being their best. And I told y'all about what God said about wasting your talents. Because the people who got the talent that don't sow into their talent, he called them wicked, lazy servants. Now, I don't give a fuck if you Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, atheist, Taoist. Damn, I don't care. The thing about it is, when you get something from God, you nourish it, you cherish it, and you give it back to the world. Whether it's your knowledge, your speech, your music, your writing, your art, your drawing, whatever you do, you give it to the world because you are the testament of God's glory. How dare you come out with something and they say, I don't do this because niggas got to sweat you to be put on. If you don't have a symbiotic relationship and we don't have the ecosystem, there is no system and there is no culture. So when these niggas talk about hip hop as a culture, you're fucking lying because you don't go back and put and invest into it because you don't invest within yourself. So you don't respect.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm cool on these niggas, man. And shout out to Freaka because he said that's why they promote beef and segregation in rap and hip hop because they saw the unity, power, and the love created. And Freaka said he wants the whole package. So he's coming to Heritage Hip Hop. He's coming to the Hello Effect and the mixtape show. So y'all let's see how I see the blow up with my man Freaka, I guess, you know.
Nah, word up. And I do want to say, you know what I mean? Like the people that's not investing, I don't even deal with them, you know what I mean? Because they gonna always be stuck in that box because they don't understand. It's called the music business. So you want to get paid. Don't you still know you still got to pay them people once you enter the business? Everybody still has to get paid. The DJs, the venues, all that shit. So you got to start from somewhere. If you want to be seen and heard to get that attention of anybody, you got to invest in people, especially the people that's consistent. That's the people that's every day on this shit. You know what I mean? Trying to push the culture forward or whatever. But
The
me
people who
personally,
give a fuck. Yes.
me personally, like, yo, if you want to do business with me, we could do it. If you don't, that's fine too. You know what I mean? Because you see me, I'm gonna continue to grind. I'm gonna continue to push. You know what I mean? And either you're gonna watch it or you're gonna hop on and join the community. You know what I mean? Because we building something together. It's called community. You know what I mean? It's organic. It should take time. I don't wanna blow up quick. I wanna see who really there, who's gonna watch me when I put something every day, who's gonna comment every day, because that's showing me that you want it. So just off of that, if I see an artist coming to my page and it's showing love, I'm gonna do the shit back. I'm gonna show love back. Like, oh damn, that's family right there. I might not do it every day, but throughout the week, when I got time, if I ain't handling what I gotta do first, because at the end of the day, I gotta handle my business first. And I ain't talking about content. I'm talking about work, kids, life. Then I go to the business. Then we gonna get to everybody else. Unless I'm doing business with somebody, then they're part of the important business. You know what I mean? But other than that, I want to say once again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but everybody that been tuning in every Sunday from the beginning, or if you just started last week or 2 weeks ago, we appreciate you. Anybody that follow, share, comment, you know what I mean, and say their thoughts, we appreciate you, man. And we're gonna give you our honest opinion. That's one thing we're gonna do. One thing I can say for Karev, he's gonna give you his honest opinion on your art. You know what I mean? He gonna give you the truth, and you need stuff like that because that'll motivate you to become better. You know what I mean? Or change your thought process. I'm gonna do the same thing. You know what I mean? If I don't like something, I'm gonna let you know why I don't like it. I'm not gonna say, nah, that shit trash. I'm like, nah, you could have did this. I mean, oh, that's not for me. But I'm also give you your flowers. Like, yo, that shit. Keep that same type of style. Keep that same type of style. That's your sound.
Yo, Drums Rugged. Salute to Drums Rugged. He said, "What if you really want to invest, but you just can't afford it? The cost of living is so high. There's only so much money I can use to invest in my art." I'm gonna answer that perfect.
I answer mine too. How I
Oh,
feel.
no, you want to go first?
Yeah, I feel like if it's something that you truly believe in, you got to make it a part of your life. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna make sure your car note is paid, your house is paid. That's how I treat my art. Like anything I do, like this podcast, this shit is like a bill at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Or it's like food, or it's like water. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Or it's like air. That's how I treat this shit.
That's what I'm gonna say. If I charged you $1,000 to do something, and you said I don't have $1,000, I'll say, okay, give me $100 for 10 months. You can't do that. Think about it. The quickest way to $1,000 is $100 in 10 months. You got 12 months in a year. You can get it if you really want it. Now, I'm not charging $1,000, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all in the video earlier, people charge $500 to do SEOs. I'm only doing $60. You know what I'm saying? So I am meeting you or a lot of people where they are. But see, I wouldn't, if you don't have it, we could break it up. But I need my money. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be in writing and it's going to be a contract. And if you don't pay me, then it's a breach of contract. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Freaka said you just took off. Who you? Hey man, just doing my part. But Drums Rugged, that's what it is. If you really fuck with somebody, especially in today's world where they have afterpay and things like that, you can set up financial agreements so you can get what you want, or you could just set it up.
Budget.
So yeah,
or do budget.
half
What
at
is
once,
budget?
half at the end. That's why whenever you do, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you some music etiquette. This was Seek doing on the Hello Effect. He holding the mic. Let me
yeah. That shit sound clear.
Listen.
Okay.
Everybody. For real. I'm being serious now. I forgot what I was going to say. See, go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is like you should. Every artist or anybody that's investing in themselves, they should have a budget that they can afford. Like, you understand what I'm saying? We all have things that we do outside of this paying bills. We all had things that we like to do, whether it's drink, whether it's smoke, whether it's go to the movies, where's the buy sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead. Like you love doing what you're doing, either you don't love what you're doing, because in today's world, especially me, I can't do things for free because at the end of the day, time is money. So I got to take time away from anything out of my life. You know what I mean? I'm providing a service, and my service, you gonna get results. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not just taking nobody money without explaining to them what you get. We're gonna come to an agreement. Like, look, this is what you need, and that's your budget, and this is what I can provide with your budget. Before we agree or sign on the dotted line, you're gonna be like, all right, yeah. And that's that. And that's something you can afford. If you only can afford $50 a month or $20 a month, I'm just giving an example. This is what you'll get for the $20. And once we agree, all right, that's investing in your art. You might not be able to get the whole package right now. Get what you can afford, work on that. Then later on, we could work on other things. That's my take on it.
And this is what I wanted to say. I'm gonna hold the mic again, just like it. Ladies and gentlemen, business is about budgeting. Whenever anybody asks you, or you ask anybody in the music business, if you want to know if you're dealing with somebody legit, and Seek could tell you this. Whenever you deal with somebody legit in the music industry, they ask you, what is your budget?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing they ask you.
Facts.
So if you were dealing trying to do music and people don't ask about your budget or what you have allotted for what you can do, don't fuck with them. Now, if you're coming to Heritage Hip Hop, the Hello Effect, or the Mixtape Show, we're going to ask you, what is your budget and what are you looking for? Because I need you to do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. Cool. And that's it. But no, that's not how it goes. If you have $100, we'll do $100 worth of work. If you have $60, you'll get $60 worth of work. If you have $1,000, Only God knows the type of work you're going to get, because then that's a large investment and you're showing the person you're working with that you trust and believe that they will make you successful. It's just like a job interview. They're going to ask you, what type of salary are you looking for? That's asking, what's your budget? So you put the numbers out there and y'all agree through negotiation what the allotted business and service will be. Stop being cheap bastards. Invest in yourself. I'm tired of hearing people from Jersey always saying, I don't pay for beats. Well, that's why your beats are ass. I'm tired of people saying
you should want. I feel like
then,
once you pay for something, you appreciate it more. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
yes.
You go buy a car, you gonna take care of that shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You go buy some sneakers right now. You ain't gonna be running in your shit. You gonna make sure you take care of that shit. So at the end of the day, that's how I look at it.
Man, look, shout out to the people out there who really give a fuck and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if anybody out there who want beats, I shout out a couple people. Kawan, I heard that Boom Bap alumni album. Y'all in for something special. It's good. Stress, shout out to Stress Rock. That's my man's. He make beats. Shout out to Stan Ipkiss. Make beats. Shout out to Murder Megs. She makes beats. That's 4 people right there that you can spend money with.
And I know a bunch of producers. I know a ton.
Let's go. Let's go. And I'm telling
DJs, magazine people, everything. So
and us.
Exactly. Check us out. You know what I mean? We and another thing, working with us, we have resources. Like, you understand? Just think about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you really about your business, you're gonna invest in somebody that has resources. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because if that person had resources, they trying to get their brand seen and heard, and you feature on their brand, you're gonna be seen and heard at the end of the day. We don't hold interviews, we put these shits out. We ain't them type of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all don't listen to nothing. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm done with this shit. At the end of the day, we're gonna be saying the same thing over and over. So, Seek, I'm gonna ask you, what's in your rotation for this week? What are you listening to?
What I'm listening to this week? To be honest with you, I ain't listening to nothing this week because Apple they paused my my account. I got to make a payment and shit, so I ain't listening to nothing. I just been, to be honest with you, I've been listening to instrumentals because I'm about to put out a project. I don't know when, so don't quote me, but I'm slowly, now that I got the podcast figured out, I'm slowly getting back into music. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to be. Don't look for me to be like performing and doing this shit. I just want to put this shit out now that I got a platform in order to help other people out. You know what I mean? I want to test run my stuff and see how to put it out the correct way. Network with some of the DJs that we rock with, you know what I mean? And do like a compilation type of thing. You know what I mean? I might be featured on the record. I might pick the beat out. I might write on it. I might, you never know. But I'm getting back into that. So I'm really trying to focus on that part of it. But other than outside of that, I'm gonna talk about the mainstream first. I heard a little bit Fetty Wap. I really wasn't rocking with it. That Bully album, that shit is trash. Shout out to Kawan. You know what I mean? I gotta check out his joint that he sent us. I ain't have a chance. I think Rugged. I heard some of his joint. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. And Kawan produced all of it. Dope collab. I gotta finish listen to the rest of it. And shout out to my boy Fame. You know what I mean? He dropped this project. I'm gonna be in Queens on May 1st. They having a cypher or whatever. They invited me. So, and they got a bunch of other talent out there too. And they got projects. Oh, yeah, shout out to my boy Platinum. I ain't hear his album. I ain't hear his album. He from Queens too. Check him out. That's it. What about you?
All right, in my rotation, I'm listening to a new group called Black Pimpin'.
Where they from?
Bari Black, South Carolina. Bari Black and Julius Pimpin', by way of Plain, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yo, Black Pimpin', that's a good project. It's out right now on all y'all streaming platforms. Black Pimpin' is dope. I still listen to E, the Mad Assassin, his with Wave Letterman show. Yo, E, the Mad Assassin, nice, yo. Shout out to the West Coast, my West Coast homie. What else I'm listening to? I'm still listening to that Esther album, Francis. I'm in my R&B bag right now. Shout out to Kawan. Me and Kawan put out our list, R&B and hip hop. You could check out Kawan's post on his social media.
Yeah, IG.
Yeah, my R&B and hip hop list is on Tidal and Spotify. So follow me at Karev, Karev, on Spotify and Tidal, and you'll get my playlist, which I love. Y'all can follow my playlist. Y'all can listen to them. You know, I make playlists like albums. I don't do it just put a whole bunch of songs. I try to make it like one sound. An album is like what, an hour and 20 minutes. I try to make an hour 20-minute playlist all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I said. Black Pimpin', Esther, Edomad Assassin, Kawan, Boom Bap alumni. I still listen to that. And I want to give a shout out, yo. Shout out to Freaka. Mr. Big Shot is out right now.
Oh, shout out to Freaka. What up, Freaka?
And there's two men I want to give a shout out to. Yo, the Boom Bap Alumni album is really fucking good, yo. And you know what? There's two MCs on there, not rappers, MCs on there. I fuck with heavy, yo. Because they showed me more incredible work than they did in their regular projects. I don't know if you ever interviewed Notes 82? You ever heard Notes 82?
Nah, I heard him from him being on here, you know what I mean, on live and stuff like that, but nah.
Notes showed me something different and I was not ready for it. Have you ever heard of Ace Wonder?
Ace One, that sound familiar. I think he on the ground.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I think he following me.
Notes 82 and Ace Wonder on his Boom Bap Alumni project showed me a lot. And Kawan got some people that he's sneaky, yo. He hiring people. Shout out to Lindor, shout out to Travesty, the Lazy MC, shout out to Ace Wonder.
Shout out to Travis. He followed me too.
Shout out to Notes 82. Shout out to K Trade. Like, it's some people on it. Shout out to H&L Associates. I really got to listen to them and watch their videos. There's some good shit out there. Some good music out there, y'all. And you know what? I'm gonna say this because I'm a part of the Fleet DJs, and the Fleet DJs don't be sharing the artists. Where y'all artists at? No, I'm keeping it real. Cause yo,
it's funny.
I hear Florida, Duval, I hear Texas, Cali, all of them. The Hello Effect podcast, the Heritage Hip Hop podcast, our Fleet podcast. Where are y'all artists?
I ain't
gonna ask again. I said this before, but I guess the Fleet don't understand what I mean.
They got artists though.
Oh shit! You don't know?
No, not. I know when I first started a year ago, they had my man from Philly. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now.
Shout out to our Jersey Vania family.
There's the Philly dude. He had two artists. He had a Spanish dude called Something Assassin. I think. Did you interview him?
Yes.
He's Spanish. I think Boricua. Yeah, that was one of the artists.
Yeah, so Fleet has artists. But
I don't even see him no more. So I don't even know if he's an artist. I don't even see him come on my timeline no more.
Look, Fleet has artists, and we're Fleet DJs, so we should be getting some of these Fleet interviews. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got nothing else to say about that shit, yo. Like I said, I'm tired, bro. We put this work in. We put a lot of work in to make
shout out to Fleet
platforms great. Yeah, shout out to Fleet. That's the family. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just saying.
Nah, I get it. It's supposed to work full circle. Yeah.
We keep talking about who gonna put Jersey on. We are. But when's Jersey gonna show up to get put on? And then we got all these people talking about they got artists. Where they at? Because we are here to help with that. Because we're supposed to be a network of DJs and podcasters that's supposed to make this culture great. And if we're culturally driven with no skips, why the fuck I'm gonna skip over something that I see as an opportunity to make something better? You hate me for calling it out? Fuck it. Come talk to me.
Hello? Hello?
8 p.m. Every week until we say different. So with that being said, any final words, brother?
Yeah, final words is, man, make sure y'all go follow all three of us on all social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just to let everybody know, my YouTube channel, it runs consistently. Like I post on it every day. So we got YouTube shorts on it every day. I try to post an interview on it every day. I got a lot of content. It's not going to stop. I post performances and stuff like that. So if you really want to dig into hip hop and see the people that's really out there, from indie artists to mainstream to fucking people that's really in these communities running for mayors and stuff like that. We ain't faking this shit. We outside really touching the people. That's why I try to let people understand. Is it difference from what I'm doing and what other people doing? Like I'm really outside touching real people. All that fairy tale made up shit. Nah, this is real people. You know what I mean? And we're gonna continue to build, even though it might take a little longer to build something that's organic. That's number one, and also is clean. I don't want to use the word positive. You know what I mean? I just want to use the word clean. You know what I mean? Because some people might look at stuff and look at a negative light. You know what I mean? Because some people just want to be perfect. Oh my God, they cursing. No, we do what the hell we want to. We adult, but at the end of the day, we try to still keep it clean, thought provoking, and refreshing. You know what I mean? If you want to see some refreshing content, you know what I mean? If you want to be a part of what we building, tap in. Let's work. You know what I mean? Make sure you follow my boy Karev. You know what I mean? If you want a dope interview, a dope interview. You know what I mean? That's gonna probably change your thought process. It's gonna probably have you fuck up something in your brain because you never thought about anything like that because y'all used to the bullshit. Tap in with my boy Karev. Like I said, invest in yourself because at the end of the day, we do this for real. Now, when we ain't just waking up every day like this a hobby. We love this shit so much that it's better to make sure you pay that man because he's gonna go extra and beyond for you. When he say you get the $60 work, he gonna be giving you $600 work. That's what his $60 work is. Like respectfully, and I ain't even bullshit. Shout out to my boy Kawan. He ain't here. Feel better. He a little under the weather. God willing, he'll be back with us next Sunday. You know what I mean? If you need any beats, you need an interview, you need anything, just tap in with him. You know what I mean? He got the beats, and like I said, he's a professional. So don't hit nobody, don't slide on nobody DM like, yo, what up? Nah, talk to me professional. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm to treat me like you treat them white folks, like professional with respect. You know what I mean? And come with something. Come with a counter. Don't be like, yo, see, I need you to do this. Like, let me know like what you need and what you offering, then I could hit you back. Other than that, thank you. God bless. Stay safe. Protect your kids. Watch your kids. Go on your kids' phone. Fuck it. See who they texting, who they talking to. You know what I mean? Stop acting like you their best friend or you their friend. You their parent. Act like that shit, man, because we a part of this fucking ongoing process with the youth. You know what I mean? Start from there. Check their fucking phone. Excuse my language. And make sure they safe. And if you got a girl, a daughter, check her shit extra because these are fucking creeps out here creeping. That's all I'm gonna say. Good night. God bless. And hello.
We
thank you and good night. We are Heritage Hip Hop. Real hip hop. Real